Evening. Today is Friday, my second favorite day of the week. Today is Venus Day. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about, make sure you guys check out my Venus Day video. It is one of my previous lives. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. I do have some AirPods in, so let me know. Excuse any background noise. Let's just say that, okay? Today's video, today's live, going to be getting some insight regarding this upcoming new, I was gonna say new moon. We did just have a new moon in the sign of Scorpio on Wednesday. So depending when you watch this live, some of you guys could have Sagittarius or Scorpio placements. I did do a new moon in Scorpio collective message reading, so you could definitely check that out. Again, check out my previous lives. So Sagittarius season, today is the 21st. Sagittarius season ends in on December 21st, starts November 22nd. Already on social media, there's a lot of people already saying that it's Sagittarius season. So I just double checked, starts on the 22nd. So some of you guys, again, could have Sagittarius placements. So I just thought I'd get on YouTube and do a collective reading. So to start off the reading, I am using my Modern Witch Tarot deck, and already the Wheel of Fortune is getting my attention. I was gonna say intention. So there's something here regarding the new moon in Scorpio that we just had, and then with the new beginning, starting the new season of Sagittarius season. So you guys are doing perhaps spell work, setting intentions. Some of you guys could benefit from doing some sort of like a visual mood board or like a law of attraction, yeah, mood board basically, something that's going to help you visually when it comes to your manifestations. Right now, I do have some like mood, I don't know what it's called, kind of like mood changing lighting right now, and it's a vibe. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. So there's something here regarding color and light or lighting for you guys, okay? So let's clear this energy. In my previous lives, I've been talking about cleansing and clearing your energy. So make sure you guys check out those previous videos because I've been talking about it a lot. Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Make you a sandwich. How about you go make me a sandwich? Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you do so. Ooh. I am going to be doing a tarot reading giveaway once I reach 600 subscribers. So make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. All right, Sagittarius season. All right, let's see what energies we are getting. So as stated, we had a new moon in Scorpio 2 nights ago. Tomorrow is the start of Sagittarius season. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. So there are a lot of people that are already going towards their intentions. Some of you guys could have already been working on the specific situation or project or having an intention when it comes to getting things moving. Sagittarius is a fire sign, it is fire energy. So we're talking about movement, we're talking about speed or rapid speed, is something here about going quick, right? Eight of Wands can represent messages. So some of you guys could be expecting some sort of offer or communication from someone. This can be regarding work, if you guys have been um looking for a new job or perhaps even like a second job, a part-time job, you guys will be receiving some information. Some of you guys are thinking about traveling over the weekend, again, depending excuse me, once this live is posted, for the people that are later on tuning in, depending when you watch this video, some of you guys could be traveling or thinking about moving towards someone or moving towards a connection if it is love related. See what other messages. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Let me know if you hear any background noise or if the audio isn't great. I'm using my AirPods today. Sagittarius season. Wheel of Fortune, as I stated in the beginning of the live, the Wheel of Fortune was getting my attention a lot. Thank you so much for the likes, you guys. So, Wheel of Fortune. A lot of you guys are entering a season of completion. Normally, when you enter a season, right, you're not entering into a season of completion, right? You're going into the new beginning. Scorpio, when it comes to tarot, is associated with the death card. The death card represents major changes, transformation, and even endings. It is, in a sense, like a phase of your life that no longer exists or a shedding of a old past self. So a lot of you guys, and if this doesn't resonate with you right now, it can in the near future. Again, talking about Sagittarius season. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it's going to be very important for you to stay balanced as much as possible when it comes to your emotions, your mentality, even your physical health. Perhaps even your everyday, daily tasks, right? Trying to balance home life, love life, trying to balance school in whichever way it resonates, or even just relationships, or even things within yourself, trying to balance that out. We are transitioning. Again, tomorrow is the beginning of Sagittarius season. So we're transitioning from Scorpio to Sagittarius, water to fire. Those are two major elements, completely different, and we are still currently in Mercury retrograde. So if you know information or some details about Mercury retrograde, then you know. For those that don't, you guys can Google it or check out my previous lives. So balance, and I say balance because of the wheel. We have two individuals here depicted. Hello, thank you for tuning in. We have two individuals shown here, right? It's the cycle of life. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. There will be moments where you're feeling great. You look great. And I say look because there's something here with self-love. So make sure, once again, check out my previous lives where I keep talking about self-love and doing self-love work, ritual work. And today is Friday, so Venus Day. So you'll have moments where everything just feels so good. You're like on top of the mountain and just feeling untouchable. And there are gonna be moments where you feel like you're clinging on for dear life. Okay. You're like, what is going on? It was not like this yesterday. It was not like this last week. What is going on? It's just part of life. Thank you so much, you guys, for subscribing. Please continue to subscribe. Going towards 600 subscribers, and then I'll be doing a free tarot reading giveaway. So signs shown here, we have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. You guys could have these placements, okay? Wheel of Fortune can represent an ending, a completion, an ending of a cycle, excuse me, or beginning of a new cycle. Again, we're literally at the end of Scorpio season and entering Sagittarius season. So this is a major key energy for Sagittarius season, and I'm actually so excited because the past week leading up once again to Sagittarius season, you have to have faith. You have to be positive. You have to be as optimistic as possible because that's the only way you're going to manifest good things into your life, right? If you did the necessary inner work, shadow work during Scorpio season, listen, come Sagittarius season, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be feeling yourself. You're gonna perhaps feel even more social. I started touching my hair. There's something here about hair. Maybe you guys are going to be getting a haircut, new hair color. Be mindful during Mercury retrograde, where wait till the end. We're just a couple days away from Mercury retrograde, okay? Check out previous videos. I've been talking about it, okay? Make sure to subscribe and like the live, guys. Yes, please. Thank you, thank you. Oh, do you go careful? That's funny. So, again, Sagittarius season, going into it, feeling yourself as you should. Okay. I feel or have been feeling like this past couple of weeks or the past couple of lives that I've been doing for the past month. It's really, 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 really strongly rooted in your self love, your self care, and cleansing and protection work. Anything that I talk about is from my own experiences, is from my own lessons. Anything I share on this platform, on my channel, are things that I have related to or that I currently relate to. And I consider it a collective energy, a collective reading. Therefore, when I get on this platform, that is what I'm talking about, okay? It's all collective. And because we did have the Wheel of Fortune, I consider this a very strong universal message. This is a major arcana. All the major arcanas for me is universally driven. This card wouldn't have shown up, it wouldn't have popped up if the universe didn't want us to tap into the energy, okay? Something here about tapping into the energy. Some of you guys are tarot readers or into reading or just divination work. Some of you guys are needing to tap into your intuition more, or you guys have been, especially if you do have water placements or you were doing necessary, yeah, necessary inner work. There could have been a situation that you were going through the past couple of weeks, maybe even months, where you feel like your intuition has grown. Maybe you've been picking up on little things or certain things where you're like, huh, I wonder why I'm feeling this, or why am I thinking about this person, or why am I thinking about this situation? And then later on, for some of you guys, it's like immediate, but then later on, you're like, oh, that's why, right? For me, Scorpio season, I've been tapping into my path of spirituality. I have been, doing more energetic and spiritual work, and I am literally spiritually energetically wise, I'm different than who I was, how I was a year ago. I have always said in my videos that Scorpio season, at least for me, I always change as a person, the way I feel, the way I think, or even perhaps the way I look. I don't resonate as a previous version of myself. So there's something here about previous version, right? Shedding the old Scorpio season, leading to Sagittarius season here, okay? Some of you guys could resonate with that. Some of you guys could be having vivid dreams as well. Please make sure that you guys pay attention to that. I know last night I woke up this morning and I was annoyed. Again, after new moon, right? New moon in Scorpio. I was doing my intentional work. I'm still shuffling. I'm still shuffling. I was doing my energy work. I was cleaning. I'm very intentional now when it comes to my cleaning. I've been saying I enjoy cleaning my home. I used to hate to clean. Again, previous live, I've been talking about stuff like that, so make sure you guys go check it out. But I set intentions into the things I do in my daily tasks, in my daily be life, because it helps with the manifestation, setting the intention, right? For example, you guys should be, I was gonna say can be, you guys should be wiping down, okay? Cleaning, wiping down your front door. If you have a back door, do that as well. Cleaning your windows as well, okay? You are removing not only dirtiness, right? You are clearing the energy, and depending what you use, it helps to remove lower vibrations, right? Every time you come into the home, I'm getting something here with the la cabeza, with the head. Some of you guys could be dealing with headaches or just some sort of pressure. Maybe I got sinus pressure, but I'm feeling something here. So this could resonate with someone. Into, oh my God, I woke up and was like, nobody talked to me until I've had my coffee. For real, okay? Yes, being clean is a must. It makes life smoother. I agree. Shower and bathe daily, please. Yes. So, again, that's all part of the cleansing ritual, self-care ritual. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. Please make sure you guys are subscribed as well. And it does make your life smoother. For example, earlier today, I told my kid, I was like, listen, I washed dishes last night. I got a couple dishes in the sink. I'll probably get to it later, but right now, I told my kid, as of right now, I am not washing dishes. Okay, it's just like one less thing to worry about. But again, going back to wiping down the doors, water element is a natural cleanser. You could add salt, sea salt, Himalayan salt, helps to remove negativity, right? If you have, you can use herbs. If you have flowers, you can use flowers. There's so many things that you can use. Wipe down. your flipping door. Wipe it down inside and out. That's just one tip that I have been doing, and it helps a lot. Let's see. I saw this card earlier and I didn't mention it, but I'll mention it now. At the bottom of the tarot deck is the Ace of Wands here. So fire energy, new beginnings, new intentions, having an idea and wanting to pursue it, right? Right. Again, this is just an idea of something. So some of you guys could start working on a project, or you have been thinking about, you know what? At the end of this month, after Thanksgiving or after the holidays or even after my birthday or before my birthday, there's something here about birthday, excuse me. Something here about starting something new, or perhaps going back to something you used to do, but main communication is terrible right now. Some of you guys need to do some sort of throat chakra work. Okay, express yourself, sing, talk, okay? Even if you're just like vocally stimming, let it out. So you're not over here mumbling your words and having a hard time expressing yourself, okay? And now I just totally forgot my train of thought. Literally completely forgot what I was gonna say. Maybe some of you guys have been feeling like that lately too. Make sure you guys are cleansing again. When you guys do spiritual baths, which I hope you are doing, whatever it is that you're using, again, I've been talking about it in my previous lives. You guys can go ahead and check it out. Make sure you are cleansing from your neck down. If you're those individuals that like to completely submerge themselves in whatever cleansing water, uh, spiritual water mix that you have, go ahead and do so. I know I did today. It was different. I normally do from the neck down. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dunk. I'm gonna dunk myself in this tub, dude. And I just completely submerged myself. And I feel like with that specific intention and help, it helped to manifest, put energy into my intention. So I think I'll be doing that more frequently, but again, depending on certain things. Let's see, any other messages? Sagittarius season. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You guys are going to be more vocal again, since I mentioned the throat chakra. You guys have to express yourself. You guys are going to be cutting the BS. You're going to be cutting people, excuse me. Been dealing with a little cold this week. You guys are going to be setting boundaries. Again, I've been talking about this in my previous lives. When I do collective readings, collective messages, again, it's collective because we're all connected collectively. If you listen or do tarot readings, you know, you understand, right? Expressing yourself, setting boundaries, letting these people know that I ain't the one. You're not gonna mess with me anymore. You're not gonna bother me anymore. Maybe this is something you have to say to yourself or even think to yourself. Like, you know what? This situation keeps popping up in my mind, or I keep going back to this person said this to me, or you're thinking, man, I should have said this, when I had the chance. Some of you guys could have lurkers or have someone keeping eyes on you over social media. So keep that in mind. Again, it is Mercury retrograde. A lot of people from the past, situations from the past, tend to, you know, make their way back into our lives and then they disappear or things just don't work out. So keep that in mind. King of Swords is being very direct and communicative, and as well being more um there's something here about being more reasonable, yeah, reasonable, or even more, what's the word I'm looking for, mm, realistic. Okay, there's something here about being more realistic. Other messages, Sagittarius season. My throat is starting to feel a bit irritated again. I've been dealing with a cold this week, but it feels irritated. Some of you guys could literally be feeling irritated about a person you're dealing with, or someone from the past, or just the situation you're in or your environment. that's literally going to start manifesting physically in your body. Keep that in mind, okay? Something here about stress, stressing out, stressed out. So take a deep breath, chillax, relax. It all works out, okay? It all works out. That is a affirmation, let's say, that I've been saying for months now. It all works out. It all works out. Why does it have to work out? Because it has to work out. Because if you think a situation isn't going to work out, well, guess what's gonna happen? It's not gonna work out, right? Okay, so moving on. Eight of Pentacles. You guys are going to be working on a project, or maybe you just have ideas. You are there's something here about networking, but you guys are brainstorming ideas. I want to do this. I want to do that. I would like to do this. It's not necessarily just when it comes to projects or goals, or anything creative. It can be. Some of you guys could be content creators. Some of you guys could be in school. Some of you guys could be wanting to start a new project. Some of you guys have a business idea that I do see you guys wanting to invest. Each pentacle, excuse my nails, okay? Some of you guys some of you guys could be nail techs, that's what I'm getting. But each pentacle can represent an idea, a goal, a project, an investment, right? Even documents. So you guys are going to be working on that. Some of you guys could be thinking about going back to school, or you currently are in school since it is fall, winter season, depending where you are located and what you got going on in your life, that could resonate with you. Some of you guys could have children as well, or you are dealing with someone who possibly is um, in some sort of program, or you're in a program, in whichever way that resonates. Thank you for the hearts. Ooh, the card fell. I don't want to pick it up. Fine. Bear with me, you guys. All right. You're looking behind me like if there's anything that you should have seen. All right, Five of Wands. Okay, how was I just feeling right now when the card freaking fell on the ground? I was like, ugh. We have the Five of Wands fire energy. This is issues, this is conflict, this is competition, this is problems. Why am I getting all riled up? Thank you for the hearts. I'm a fire sign, okay? In case it hasn't kind of, you know, I haven't made it obvious, but be mindful. Listen, the past like 2 days when I've been driving, there's some crazy ass motherfuckers out there, dude. I had some girl, what is it when someone's in front of you and then they're like brake checking you? I'm like, girl, are you serious? I'm late to go pick up my kids and you're doing this right now? Man, I pulled out my phone and I took a picture of her license plate and I propped my phone on my what's it called? My little phone stand thingy. And I started filming. I was like, just in case, si algo pasa. Something happens, it happens. And then once she realized that's what I was doing, then she stopped, okay? And people be honking and shit. And I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. So if you're out there driving, be careful, be mindful. Even if you're going at the speed limit, you're minding your own business, you're being safe out there, or even if it's just not related to driving, there are people just riled up and just in this negative energy, and they have no way, ooh, Scorpio season, they have no way or don't even have an idea of how to release it, how to remove it, how to transmute. That is a word that I have been talking about in my previous lives. So again, make sure you guys check that out. Transmuting the energy. I actually did that last week, which I talked about in my previous lives, where I was feeling annoyed. Guess what just fell? Right out of my hand. The damn card. Talking about feeling annoyed. Again, Five of Wands. Okay, I feel like it's the universe is like, all right, get to the point, get to the point. It's like, okay, okay, I'm just giving you examples. Five of Wands, feeling annoyed, okay? Transmuting the energy. Again, going back to what I was saying, an example. There was one day I was annoyed. Oh, I was overwhelmed. Ooh, I was so overwhelmed. I was like, you know what? Instead of just feeling the way that I feel, I'm gonna transmute it. And it completely shifted. I shifted the way I felt, the way I was thinking in that moment, as if nothing happened. I transmuted that energy like, you know what? All right. I transmute this energy into this. And then 24 hours later, I got it plus more. So I was like, oh, okay, okay, universe. I like it. I like, okay. Como dijo Cardi B, I like it like that, okay? Something about Cardi B. I believe she's a Libra, so some of you guys could have Libra placements. I know she's dealing with the Sagittarius baby daddy right now. So some of you guys could be dealing with some baby daddy BS. Okay, Five of Wands, this is conflict. Some of you guys could have issues with individuals, or some of you guys don't even know that there's people hating on you right now. Okay, you're over here. Let's see, which one would you be? All right. Just because they're wearing a lighter color, let's say this is you. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a cold or have like a cough. It is that time of season where people are getting sick and stuff. Stay inside, stay indoors. Make sure you're washing your hands. Disinfect your home. Again, go back to cleaning. Okay. Don't send your sick kids to school. Okay. Just do the best that you can. Take care of yourself. Okay. But let's say this is you, right? You're over here like you're out here trying to survive, right? On a daily basis, trying to just do the best that you can, right? And you're over here like dealing with a person, maybe someone at work or someone that you're just dealing with. And all these other people are just battling shit out because why not? Everyone else is doing it. Okay? Stay away from these people. I just want to transmute. I want to get out of this energy. I don't like it. And look what's at the bottom. Yeah, you keep dealing with unnecessary bullshit. If you're dealing with people that really shouldn't be in your life, if you are visiting memories, situations, you are literally putting yourself back into that chaotic energy, into a situation, into an environment that doesn't serve you anymore. Again, going back to what I was saying, Scorpio ending to Sagittarius season, right? Excuse me. Sagittarius is are considered um optimistic. They're considered to be social and considered to be very positive and again optimistic, but considered to be fiery and passionate and life of the party and stuff like that. Me as a fire sign, I can resonate, but again, you have placements. If you know about your natal chart, then you know. But not everyone's like that, you know. I consider, for example, Sagittarius, I consider like there's two different versions. Of course, there's many different versions, right? But to me, I consider it two. You have like the super crazy, almost toxic individuals, and then you have the more calm, perhaps the more reserved, cool, chill Sagittarius, if that makes sense. Okay. I'll give an example of one that I could consider to be maybe chaotic would be Nicki Minaj right now. Back then, I would say maybe what's her face? Miley Cyrus. The ones that were more cool, chill, collected as of right now. Ooh, I could be wrong. I want to say maybe Billie Eilish is a Sagittarius, or she might have Sag placements, but she might be something else. But if she's a Sag, she's more cool and collected. Um, I would say Britney Spears used to be like that. But if you follow, what's up with celebrities and stuff, I would say that she has, due to her experiences, her traumas, just the life that she's had, she's in more the negative aspect of being a Sagittarius, if that makes sense. I feel like that resonates with someone. There's something here about trauma, life lessons, experiences. Again, transformation. So you guys could have gone through something during the season of Scorpio, or even the past couple weeks, or the past couple months, or even the past year. I could be wrong if anyone wants to correct me on this. I believe this year was the year of the snake. I think it was the year of the snake. So there's something here about that, okay? Hmm. Transmuting. Oh, I just thought of a card that I have. And I was gonna get it. I have an oracle deck where it has a snake on it and it talks about transmuting. Ooh, see, intuition. You guys gotta listen to your intuition. Follow it, because there's messages everywhere, okay? Ooh, talking about messages, going back to dreams, having vivid dreams. Death card. Scorpio. Again, you guys could have Scorpio placements, but this is the last day of Scorpio season. So if you see this live, this video at the end of today, tonight, once it's posted, the first couple of days of Sagittarius season, I feel like you were really, really meant to listen to this video, these messages. But going back to dreams, you guys need to really pay attention to it, especially since we just had this new moon. I feel like during Mercury retrograde, again, a lot of issues, people, feelings, memories, even emotions that were you thought you healed, or perhaps you like, set it aside, you don't want to deal with it. You might have a moment or two, or you've already experienced this or will be within the next week, let's say, where you just start crying, you start feeling sad, you start feeling frustrated, angry, annoyed, and you're like, where the hell did this come from? Why do I feel like this? Like everything was fine, and next thing you know, I keep wanting to curse. Fuck, I ain't getting paid by YouTube. Fuck. So you guys could be feeling like that too. It's like wanting to express yourself, but you might have felt like you haven't been able to express yourself, or not the way that you used to, or the way that you would like, if that makes sense. But going back to the dreams. Sometimes I've been wanting to say things, talk about things, and then all of a sudden it's like I get distracted, or something distracts you, and it's like these messages are trying to come through. I'm trying to manifest into the physical reality, right? So it is transferred to you basically. But I feel like there's like something, an energy or something that's like, no, we're gonna stop you there. But not because you're not meant to hear it. It's because there's something energetically trying to stop you from receiving these messages. Going back to cleansing, okay? Cleansing and protecting your energy. Okay, okay. Back to dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? As weird as it is, as fucked up as your dream may be, if you remember it, right? And I say that because sometimes I don't remember my dreams. I was like, I know I was just dreaming something. What the fuck was I dreaming? And sometimes I'm just like, doing my thing, whatever, going on with about my day, and then boom, I get like a flashback. I'm like, oh shit, I was dreaming of this, right? Some of you guys could resonate with that. Some of you guys could have just very vivid dreams where you are um forgot the what's called like maybe it's not the right word, maybe it's astral projecting. Is that the right one? I don't know. But some of you guys understand what I'm saying. But you guys can Google, what does this mean, right? For example, if you, or even not just dreams, maybe you see like a feather on the ground, or you happen to see, um, I don't know, like a bird or a specific type of bird, or you see a bee, or, search it up. Search up the meanings of colors, of herbs, of flowers, of animals, angel numbers, synchronicity. Search that shit up, because that's the universe, that's your spirit team, that's your higher self, or perhaps even past loved ones like your ancestors. They're trying to manifest into this realm, because this is your reality, right? This is where you exist. Your ancestors, your spirit team can manifest itself, but through frequency, through energies. And like I'm feeling such a certain way right now speaking about it. I think it's because I've been picking up on a lot, right? So I feel like someone here really needs to understand that even if you don't really know like who or what you should believe in, you are energy, we are all energy. You require to consume, to eat something, drink water, drink whatever the fuck you want to drink, I guess to say, because your body runs off of energy, right? You move, there's energy. There's something here. I know I need to drink more water, so I already took that as a message like, all right, I got it. Instead of drinking my sodita here, I'll drink more water because I need more water, right? But I feel like some of you guys, especially after Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, maybe you guys weren't feeling connected or you guys don't know how to connect to your ancestors. Maybe that's a video I should do later on, but there's a bunch of videos online, even on TikTok probably that you can look into. But it's like how to connect to your known and unknown ancestors. Okay. There's something here regarding that. But symbolism, search it up, think about it. How does it resonate with you? I'll share like last night. I kept like kind of waking up and stuff and just tapping into the energy. Sometimes at night I feel energy more. I actually slept in the living room last night. Excuse me, because I was doing work out there and I was like, I'm gonna take a nap. And my couch, it can be comfy sometimes, it doesn't give me back pain. I was like, I'm gonna just, get comfy right here on the couch, and I passed out. And then I was like, I'm gonna just sleep here. I got my little blanket, I'm already comfy. So I kept tossing and turning at certain moments, but in the moment I was well rested, but when I woke up, I was annoyed, right? Back to what I was saying earlier. But I was annoyed because I was dreaming. I felt like I was dreaming a lot. That energetically wise, my energy was like over here. My energy was over there. This is happening, or I'm over here, and I feel like I did not rest. I was so annoyed. I told my partner, I'm like, dude, I do not feel rested. And he let me vent, basically vent and talk to him about it. And yeah, like things started making sense. And as I processed what I had dreamt, things made sense. I Googled some stuff, but there was a dream that I had that was kind of weird, but like I kind of understood the vibe of it. I keep touching my hair, I normally don't. So you guys maybe touch your hair a lot, or there's something here about your hair, but I have no reason to be touching my hair this much, but here we use. Okay. But come back to the dream. So I feel like if in my dream, this is who they're like let's just say they're like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook famous. Let's just say that, okay? And that person was in my dream. So I think if this person wasn't in my dream, I wouldn't have taken that dream seriously, or maybe I wouldn't have remembered my dream. But the fact that this individual that I follow was in my dream, it made it more like real, or made me take it more seriously. Okay, so that dream just confirmed something that I picked up on long time ago. Okay, something was kind of like leading to something where I'm like, this is kind of weird, but like I get it. Like, we vibing, we just being friends and shit. But then I saw something and it was weird. And it was like that thing literally just popped out of nowhere and it just confirmed on something that I've been picking up on. So when I shared about my dream with my partner, to him, it was like, it totally confirms what you basically been picking up on. And I'm like, exactly. So all the cleansing work that I've been doing, the protection work, my prayers, setting my intentions. For me, that's confirmation of what I've been experiencing it and no more. As of weeks ago, particular things that I've been dealing with and with people, I'm like, no more. I've been setting boundaries, as I was talking about in the live, is setting boundaries, expressing yourself, and cutting the bullshit. And sometimes you got to deal with people. Maybe you have to deal with them a little bit more during Mercury retrograde, but then they fucking stop. Or you might have to do something to make them stop. Again, pay attention to your dreams. There's something there about trusting your intuition. Love your vibe. You have such a dope energy. I could listen to your message all day. LOL. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's low key deep. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's all regarding intuition. I'm sure you can resonate and understand that. Maybe you might have moments where you're talking to people or even just thinking to yourself and you're like, man, it's some good shit right here. Sometimes I've been saying, sometimes I'll listen to my previous videos or my previous lives. I normally do that after I'm done posting because I want to make sure, like, oh, nothing that shouldn't have been shown, or maybe I shouldn't have said something. So I always do it to just like double check. But I like to go back and listen because it's all intuitive. It's things that I'm picking up on. And then I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And I've been saying, I gotta consult with the realest bitch I know, and that's me. Like, it's all intuitive, right? So I feel like some of you guys could resonate with that. But all right, so I'm gonna move on from tarot. I'm gonna use, let's do moonology. Let me put these away. Okay, Sagittarius season. As I mentioned earlier, some of you guys could be readers or do divination work. Um, Talk your talk, queen. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, some of you guys perhaps might even consider getting a reading done from a reader. If anyone is interested, I am open to personal readings. So just contact me on Instagram. It's Intuitive Love Tarot, or email. I'll have the information in the description box. All right, moonology. Again, we did have a new moon this past Wednesday, new moon in Scorpio. So new moons represent new beginnings. It represents new ideas, represents new intentions, starting off with a clean slate. What do you want to work on? What do you want to build on, right? A new start is coming, new moon, and new moon in Aries is time to take action. Aries is a fire sign, okay? I'm telling you, it's all collective. And this is why I love just talking about, just doing readings and talking about life experiences, because I know someone resonates with it or relates to it. Chronology Oracle card, Sagittarius season. Let's see what shuffles out. For some of you guys, it's gonna take some time until you start actually seeing the physical manifestation of your idea, of your goal, of your intention. A freaking card just slid all the way over there. I'll see if I can reach. I don't want to get up. Bear with me, you guys. All right. So we just had a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. So the card that we have is full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So Scorpio placements here. Excuse me. So since we just had the new moon as of right now, again, today is November 21st, but let's consider this a timeless reading. It's a collective energy, so it can resonate with anyone at any time. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Please make sure that you guys are subscribed. So it's time to release negativity, which is what we've been talking about. Releasing things that no longer serve you, emotions, doing the necessary inner work. There might be a person, a situation that honestly, by the time Mercury retrograde is over, you're not even going to be talking to them again. You're not going to feel the same way that you used to feel about them. Or maybe you're just over it, right? Releasing negativity will no longer serves you. I know me, I'm dead ass serious when when I say I'm done. Okay. I've been done with dealing with, a certain type of people. I've been done with just feeling like it made me think of like the Wheel of Fortune, like going back in a cycle, in a circle of like, okay, all right, I have to deal with this situation again. And then, it's as if nothing ever happened. And then boom, it circles back. It's like, no more, dude. No more. Okay. I feel like that may resonate with someone. So you guys need to tap into uh, your inner, trying to word this properly. So today's Friday, Venus Day, okay? So associated with love, self-love. It's associated with sensuality and your sexuality. And some of you guys could work with or know about Aphrodite, okay? So if that resonates with you. But for me, I love Venus days. I love Venus Day. I love Fridays because I do my self-care, my self-love rituals in the ways that I do it. And I've been really focused on doing that on Fridays for the past like 3 weeks or so as of right now. And I'm already seeing a difference, okay? Especially after today, dude. I did my self-care ritual and I already see it working coming through. I love it so, so much. So some of you guys need to tap into your divine energy. Okay, I saw the word. If it ain't divine, it's out of line. So I just saw divine right there. So divinity, divine energy, divine feminine, divine masculine, balancing those energies and tapping into those energies. Okay, Sagittarius season, Sagittarius, they're shown, okay, to be very like blunt or very like, I don't say in your face, but straightforward. Like they're gonna tell it like it is and stuff. I understand that. I have my moments. I'm still mindful about the things I say because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or not necessarily cause issues, right? But if I need to address something, I might say something. There's something here about Cardi B again. I'm sure she has Sagittarius placements. But by releasing negativity, again, expressing yourself, I'll go back to what I was stating, okay, before the whole, Venus and self-care, self-love rituals. It's time for you to enjoy yourself. It's time for you to tap into your root chakra, sacral chakra, and associating it with your heart chakra, okay? Maybe you guys, and excuse me if this is too much, I don't know how YouTube's gonna react to it, but self-love time, okay? Tap into that energy. I don't care if you're partnered, if you're married, if you're in a long distance relationship, or if you're single. Tap into that energy of self-love, okay? Not only is it a form of release, it has to be healthy, right? Because if it's not healthy, it might be too much, or I don't know, that's a whole nother thing. Maybe some people been doing it a little too much, so you need to, gain some balance. But because it's in the sign of Scorpio, Scorpio is sex. Scorpio is mystery. It's sensual. It's deep inner self, shadow work. Okay, so when it comes to self-love, this is something I used to talk about, completely disregarded it, okay? And now that I'm working on my self-love again, well, guess what? Part of my self-love is appreciating myself. It's being able to look at myself, and I feel like I want to cry. Like there's someone here that needs to look at themselves in their mirror, or maybe you need to, what's the word? Enchant a mirror, maybe like a handheld mirror or something, or like a compact. Every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not gonna feel like, ugh, God, I don't want to look at myself, or like, ugh, what happened to me? Or, like look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, okay, that's the way I look. Understand it, process it, appreciate it. But I want it to be to the point where you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good today, or like, what's the thing they used to say? Like, I woke up like this. There's something here regarding that, but self-love time where you are able to focus on your breathing, you're able to clear your mind. That's a whole nother thing. Like you have to be able to not let some bullshit pop up in your mind while you're doing self-love work. If it's not even just self-love, it's like getting ready for the day or dressing yourself, or you're doing a bath or showering, shaving, exfoliating, whatever it is you may be, where you're by yourself and you're taking care of yourself, you're physically taking care of you, you need to be able to clear your mind, right? I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing one of my self-care rituals, a particular situation was popping up in my mind and I kept thinking about it. I'm like, what the am I doing right now? I should be focused on well, I was already done with my self-care ritual. So basically I was just cleaning up. And I'm like, instead of doing that, thinking about this, I should be just present, being present in the moment, which I was. I was kind of like in a rush. So I was like, I need to clear that shit out. So then I realized my self-love, my self-care, for some reason, and I can't believe it, but for some reason, has been rooted in a particular situation, and it makes me feel a certain way up when it comes to my self-love, self-care, and I'm like, "No more." So you guys are going to be having, like, that realization, okay? Processing it. But you guys need to clear your mind. It's okay to physically honey, it's okay to physically enjoy yourself. And later on, I'll talk more about this because again, Venus Day Fridays are one of my favorite days, and I have been doing the work, and I'm already seeing the manifestation of it. It has helped me to love myself more. I was gonna say again, but love myself more and appreciate myself more. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just all self-love. It's all rooted in self-love. So I feel like that'll help someone. Maybe I'll make a video later on more about it, like the things you can do. You need to be able to enjoy yourself. I don't know how to explain it. I hope it's not too much. Sometimes dreams aren't literal. You have to dissect it and think, what could this mean in the real world? It has helped me understand my dreams so much. I agree, and I'm glad you actually typed that in the chat because sometimes it's not literal. Like, I don't know, an example would be like, what's a typical one? Oh, my partner was cheating on me in my dream. And it's like, you know, trust your intuition, but sometimes people just dream random shit, but it could make sense. Oh my God, as I was thinking I need to drink more water, you started talking about it. Listen, I'm starting to feel a bit parched. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been feeling it earlier in the live. It was like feeling like irritation or maybe what's the word, like hoarseness. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's something here about that. Okay, moving on. Let's do another Moonology shuffle. Make sure that you guys are subscribed. If you guys don't mind sharing the live, I would actually appreciate that. It's been a while since I've asked for the live to be shared, but we're almost at 600 subscribers, y'all. I don't know. That might not be like a big number to some of you, but that's a big number to me, okay? Yeah. 600 subscribers, almost there. I look forward to doing the free tarot reading giveaway. I do. All right. Let's see. Moonology Oracle card, Sagittarius season. I got there we go. Ooh, right there. Okay. I looked down at my bracelets. So something here about wearing crystal jewelry or something here about the wrists. Some of you guys could wear what's it called? Like a wrist brace, is that what it's called? So you guys could be dealing with that. So you guys need to do a little bit of like movement here when it comes to your wrists. Did you ever dream about a helicopter eating chicken? No. But I have dreamed, listen, there's some weird ass people be having some weird ass dreams, okay? I might I oh, I wanna talk about my experience my experiences sometimes, and I can't because I'm like, ooh, listen, I have cross watchers. I got people watching me, keeping tabs on me, and I don't want to give them the fucking satisfaction that they think that they got control or power or manipulation over me. But I receive messages, I get confirmations all the time. I'm highly favored, I'm highly protected. But there are, ooh, sometimes people say like certain things, and I'm like, ooh, actually, I have something to share, but I don't want to give those particular people satisfaction or confirmation. But let me just say this. There are certain things that I know that they think I don't know, but I know they know, but they ain't gonna tell me that they know that I know. Does that make sense? Okay, so damn, you finally let me pay your rent, your car note, and one day hopefully child support. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I already got that handled. Don't worry about it. Ah, all right. Next card, third quarter moon. It says adjustments are required. Okay, so you guys during Sagittarius season are going to need to literally adjust your ideas, adjust your goals, adjust your intentions. Right? What are you trying to manifest for yourself leading up to the new year? Ooh, the new year. Okay, that's gonna be a whole nother vibe when it comes to that time. Any negative energy being sent, return to sender. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Any negativity, any weapons formed against me shall never ever prosper. Okay? Okay. All right. So adjustments are required. I'm picking up on like health. I'm picking up on self-care. Self-care can also be associated with like therapy, your mental emotional health, your physical health as well. So you guys need to be doing something that's going to help. Maybe it's just like the smallest thing that needs to be adjusted. Or maybe I went like this. What is this? Something here. Adjustment. Something physically needs to get adjusted. Um, I don't know. There's something here. Maybe something with sound or frequency. I don't know. If I pick up more on that, then I'll mention more of that. But it's just your ideas and goals. If any ideas that you want, what do you need to do? For example, I will use myself an example. I want to be doing readings more often. I want to go live more often. So earlier today, I told my partner, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set up my space. I haven't had an office. I haven't had my own workspace in a couple of years. I used to have up to like half of a garage, just my workspace. I have goals, I have ideas, and this is an example of it. Me putting myself out on this platform and going live, and I think I've been doing a pretty good job almost every other day this week, and sharing my experiences and my messages. Those are things I had to adjust, and it's a requirement from me. Sometimes I pick up on things where I'm like, you know what? I have to go live today. Even if I look busted as hell, if it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, I have to go live and I have to share this information or things I'm picking up on. You'll be saying the weirdest shit. All right. Let's see. Next, we'll do oh, not that. Super attractive. I haven't used these in a long time. Okay. If you've been following me from Fire Temperance Tarot, this used to be used to be a favorite of mine. Super attractor oracle card. Let's get an affirmation. Something here about affirmation as well. Doing affirmation work will help to manifest your intentions. Maybe you guys need to adjust your affirmations, the way you say things. Or maybe you're used to saying, since I've been talking about a lot of like self-love, self-care, maybe instead of saying, I love myself. But what do you love about yourself? I love that I am a caring individual. I love that I look forward to spending time with others. I love that I am a compassionate person. I love that I have empathy for others because I am able to understand other people. Therefore, the circle around me is able to support and understand me, if that makes sense, right? There's something here about adjusting your affirmations. I'm getting also like subliminals or even like meditation videos. Maybe you guys need to switch that up. I think I do. I've been listening to subliminals maybe for like 3 weeks or so as well. It's a vibe, but I feel like I need to switch it up. So we have the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Okay, we have an arm and hand here reaching for the fruit. Okay, some of you guys need to eat more fruit or incorporate more color. It could come. It could be regarding the food intake or even things you wear. So the more I tune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. And that is a very, very accurate affirmation. Let's do another card. Sagittarius season. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. And look at the colors. Sorry if you can't see because I have like this lighting going on. So it's like pinkish red, and we have some orange. So let's just say red and orange and pink. And then we have the orange right here. So some of you guys need to tap into the color orange or incorporate orange. Right now, I'm wearing a red lip color. It looks kind of like red orange, so that resonates. I do have kind of like this mood color changing thing, and it's orange as well. So incorporating orange, Google it, search it up, the spiritual meaning of orange. And I think you guys will benefit from tapping into that energy. All right. So I hope these messages resonate with you guys. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We're almost at 600 subscribers. So going to be doing a free tarot reading giveaway once I surpass the 600. And I am open for personal readings. You guys can reach out to me through Instagram. It's Intuitive Love Tarot, or my email. I'll put the information in the description box, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.